So I just watched the Michael Jackson movie and it was fire, straight gas. I definitely give it like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. We were in the theater hitting the moves, man. It felt more like a concert than an actual movie. Now I understand why those people used to be fainting in these concerts. Like, it just be hitting your soul, like every song hits. But there are always those people that always have something to say. It's actually astounding to me. Obviously, everyone has the right to give their opinions and share their thoughts, but they have to make sense. It's one thing to criticize the content of the movie, but they're going out their way to talk about things that have nothing to do with the movie. They're talking about, oh, this wasn't included, or that wasn't included, oh, they're trying to minimize things, they're trying to paint him as an angel. Like, bro, shut the hell up. Nowadays, it seems like everyone wants to be a critic. As soon as they see something popping off, they just want to give an opinion. Something controversial just to get attention and maybe feel important, bro. Some opinions are better unheard because they just be saying bullshit. This is a movie, not a documentary, so I don't understand what I expecting everything to be addressed. They ended up touching on 20 years of Michael's career, so I don't understand why they're expecting more because this shit was already 2 hours. Like, do they expect a movie to be like 10 hours long? And plus, everything that they were bringing up is already addressed in the court, so the case is already concluded. So it's really pointless them bringing this up. And plus, I actually heard that they wanted to include this stuff, but they just didn't because there's like a statement or whatever that doesn't allow them to. So whatever. And Michael is proof that no matter how hard you shine, there's always gonna be haters. I mean, bro literally shined on the stage, stood there for like 2 minutes straight, not doing anything. And people were fainting, losing their minds, niggas going to the hospital, like, bro. And these niggas still got haters. Like, it doesn't matter how hard you train, bro. People always gonna find something to hate on. And what's funny about all this shit is that I heard that this stuff also used to happen while he was alive. Like, niggas always was hating. Like, he did something, he broke his nose, he did surgery to fix it, whatever. People hating. Hairs burned, people hating. Like, everybody just wanna hate on something, man. Like, people just find reasons. And plus, it just shows that if you don't got no haters, you're probably doing something wrong because if the people that are so loved in this world, like people that got so much motion, so much attention, like niggas got fans that aren't even born yet, past his lifetime, decades to come, and people still gonna hate on them. Well, they're dead, bro. Shit is crazy. And now about the movie itself, I actually understand when people say that it lacked depth, especially to most of the characters because they were just introduced and maybe they were not even used or at least had a major role. But I guess maybe they're trying to. I feel like it was a bit rushed, but it made sense why they did that because they knew that 2 hours was never gonna be enough to present everything that actually is important to Michael's life. So they just decided to make the best out of the time that they had. And in my opinion, it actually paid off. Like they focused a lot on the relationship between Michael and Joe, or Joseph, whatever. And well, I would say that those are the two characters with the most depth and the most engaging characters, man. As much as people can hate on Joe or Joseph, like he's definitely a great character, at least for the movie's sake. Although he's actually based on a real person that was sort of a piece of shit, but I can't really say shit because I don't know the nigga. But yeah, it was a great movie. And they focused a lot more on the dancing scenes and the choreographies, which is actually a great selling point because this is the movie about the biggest talent and the biggest star in the music industry since like forever. Literally the GOAT. There's no one better, in my opinion. So it makes a lot more sense to get people engaged with the most iconic songs. And plus, there are so many songs that were not even sang or performed because there's just so many hits. There are not many artists that can get a whole fucking movie theater to be singing that shit like crazy. I myself don't be dancing, so it tells a lot when a movie can actually get a person like myself to actually dance and actually show some sort of emotion because I usually be very nonchalant. So if you were to ask me, did it deliver? Definitely, at least for myself because I went there wanting to get a feeling of what it was to be in a Michael concert while at the same time actually just seeing a visual representation of what his struggles were and seeing the journey that he took and how the road to greatness was built. So it definitely delivered in that department. But I do understand when people say that the movie felt kind of shallow. And some people also say that they didn't innovate in no way, which I actually agree. But It didn't really need to. It wasn't really the point. The music was a selling point, and it delivered in that department. The recreation of certain music videos, like this shit was beautiful. The Thriller one, crazy. And the Most Times 25 performance, bro, like, shit, man, this shit was identical. Watching the movie, you can definitely tell that they wanted to focus more on the music because that's really the whole point. They just wanted to give you an experience, especially to us people that never had opportunity to watch MJ do a live concert because we were too young or just because we couldn't, whatever, man. But yeah, I genuinely think it was a great movie, and I really hope that I think it's gonna be a part two. And in the part two, I actually hope that they ended up focusing more on the character because one of the points of the movie that I actually enjoyed a lot were the moments of Michael was going through his, I don't know if you can say motivation, ritual, but some sort of words of affirmations to himself, like all that stuff that actually ended up reflecting on his whole life in general, bro. And she was actually crazy to see because bro was really manifesting everything that he wanted to achieve and accomplish in his life. And he did that and more. Or not even more because he did exactly as much as he wanted and he got it. Bro, that shit was crazy. Now that there's a second part confirmed to the movie, I really hope they end up addressing things more accurately as they happen because in the first movie there were a lot of things that they got wrong. Like for instance the nose transplant part. He didn't really do it because he suddenly wanted to do it because he felt insecure. He did it mainly because I think he ended up breaking his nose while he was practicing or something. And then yeah, he ended up doing a surgery and the surgery wasn't good and he did another one. In the movie they made it seem like, oh, he just felt bad about it for a long time. Then he finally did it. Which isn't really bad, but it made a lot of people think that he was so insecure about his image. And I don't think that's a good thing because he ends up distorting things a bit. But yeah, I understand why they did it. But yeah, this wasn't really a technical breakdown of the whole movie or anything like that. I just wanted to express my opinion on the movie and why I enjoyed it, the things that I didn't really like about it. And, you know, if you enjoy this content, leave a like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next video. Stay well. And of course give your opinions in the comments as well. I wanna know what you think about the movie. Let's all talk about this. But anyway, stay well. Peace.